Hey guys, it's me, Mario, and today we're going to continue Rashouk, the cave troll. Chapter 3, The Dead Peaks. The Dead Peaks. Bleh. Let me turn down the music. That's good. That's good. It's good volume, I believe. Turn this up a bit. Roll down. Ugh. I can never figure out the position of this stand. Alright. Chapter 3, The Dead Peaks. I think we've arrived, said Elenna, bringing Storm to a halt as they came to a narrow path that led up to a mountain range. Tom nodded as he took in the dead peaks, which were the color of day-old ash. They were so tall they disappeared among the dark clouds in the sky. It's too dangerous to ride a storm? Ugh, the pages. It's too dangerous to ride a storm on this narrow path, Elenna continued, dismounting. Yes, let's lead him up instead, said Tom. They started climbing the winding path. The higher they went, the narrower it became, and they were forced to take the trail more slowly. The dark clouds hung low, and soon heavy rain began to pelt down. Slowly, then slowing them even further. Tom frowned. At the moment we're easy targets. We have no idea what could be around the next bend. And the path is so narrow it would be hard for us to retreat. Rashouk has the tactical advantage. Elenna pushed her wet hair out of her face. But there is nothing we can do about that. What choice do we have but to push on? Tom shook his head. There is one of us who can handle these paths at speed. He looked at Silver. One of us can sniff out danger and warn the others. Silver stepped forwards as if he knew Tom was talking about him. Elenna ruffled the fur at the wolf's neck. Go ahead, boy, she said. Silver seemed to understand as he darted forwards and disappeared round a tight bend in the path. Tom looked back at Elenna. We still have to tread carefully for Storm's sake. They made their way slowly, following the wolves' paw marks on the damp path. Silver howled, excitedly up ahead. Tom felt his pulse quicken. It seemed like Silver was on the beast's trail. The cave troll must be close. I hope we don't need to climb much higher, Elenna shouted over the driving rain. Storm isn't happy. Ugh. I can't skip that one. Just to take a drink. I can skip this one. I hope we don't need to climb much higher, Elenna shouted over the driving rain. Storm isn't happy. Tom looked back and saw that the stallion was taking crisscrossed steps to stay on the road. His flanks were slick with sweat, and his nostrils flared as he struggled to control his panic at the sound of thunder rumbling above him. All we know is that Rashouk lives somewhere on this mountain, Tom said. Either Silver will find him, or we will find his lair. He's a cave troll, after all, so his home must be a cave. Elenna nodded in agreement. Her cheeks pitched with cold. They turned a corner and came upon Silver, who was sniffing desperately at the earth. If there was a trail, it had gone cold. The path had winded out to a small plateau, but there was no sign of the beast. What shall we do? Asked Elenna. Tom squinted to see through the rain and mist that swirled all around them. There was nothing but mountain rock and empty air. The rain chilled down. The rain chilled him to the bone, and he could see that Elenna was shivering with cold. Suddenly up ahead, Tom saw something that made him smile with relief. There, he said, pointing at an outcrop not far up the path. That should give us some shelter while we wait for the rain to stop. Elenna gently urged Storm forwards again, and Tom and Silver followed. Beneath the outcrop stood a mangy mountain goat. Tom kneeled down and placed a hand on Silver's neck. He didn't want Elenna's wolf to startle the poor goat by running at it. He must be the only living thing up here, Elenna commented. Apart from the beast, Tom replied grimly. They scrambled under the outcrop and extended quite far out from the mountainside. It extended quite far out from the mountainside. But it wasn't very wide, so Tom and his friends huddled together. Tom looked more closely at the goat. It was obviously scared, but not of them. Its eyes were wide as it glanced left and right. The goat was keeping a lookout for something. The beast, maybe? Elenna, do you think the goat has seen Rashouk? Tom asked, still staring at the frightened animal. Elenna didn't reply. He turned around and saw only rain and mist. His friend was gone. Has Rashouk got her? There was suddenly a loud sound, like rocks crashing to the ground. It came from further up the mountain around the next bend. Elenna! Tom yelled, running towards the sound. Up ahead, he could just about see what looked like a cave, which seemed to lead deep into the mountain. Beside its entrance, rocks were tumbling down. It was a landslide. Tom, I'm in the cave, Elenna's voice echoed. Tom could see now that Elenna was standing just inside the cave mouth. He hurried towards her, dodging the avalanche of rocks. I had to take shelter because of the landslide, Elenna exclaimed. Tom took her arm. We can't stay here, he said urgently. Rashouk is a cave troll. This must be his home. That's why the goat has chosen to stay outside and get soaked rather than come in here. As if in answer, a howling wind swept towards them, cutting through the sheets of rain outside. On the wind was a voice, now maddeningly familiar to Tom's ears. Malville. The Dark Wizard said only 3 words. Rashouk is coming. That was chapter 3. The Dead Peaks. Well, that was something. Poor goat. I always enjoyed goats, so yeah. I just like how they look overall. They're so cool looking. The horns have different shapes and sizes as well. This is a plus. I don't think I showed you the pictures. Here's Tom and Elenna about to climb the mountain. Wondering if Rashouk would be in a cave, since, you know, he's a cave troll. And, here is Elenna on a cave. Ad. I can't skip that. Oh well. Here's Elenna at a cave, in a cave, with the rock slide coming down upon her. Yep. And yeah. Hope you will join me on Thursday, where I'll be reading chapter 4, Rashouk, with a exclamation point? The point with the line above it. Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy my readings, and but of course, I hope you like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you guys are interested in more Beast Quest videos. And maybe some dragons in the future. I still have like a few dragons to do and write about. Alright. See ya. See you next Thursday.